Hello, Collective, I'm back. While I was gone, I took a little minute to myself. This is like King Arthur. You're worthy of holding the sword. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. King Arthur, he pulled the sword out of the stone. You are chosen for this mental information. Anointed. I had the angel named Raziel delivered to me. I was told that that is my angelic name. I go by Raziel. I have been anointed personally with knowledge, and I am looking to anoint the collective. I am looking for you to continue to anoint others. You are able to hold the sword, a 300-pound sword. Something about that, because I do that. Like when I'm in the spirit, this is a good visualizer. It puts me in danger, but it gives other people, to give people what I do. But I'm willing. I imagine my mind as like a 300-pound sword, and I walk around like one of those badass anime characters whenever, like visualizing stuff like that. Visualizing yourself as your ideal self. Visualizing in your mental, with your eyes, your pineal. That's very significant. Transformation. The moon. This king, this masculine, he is anointed with knowledge, and he is anointed with the knowledge of the feminine. Look at all those butterflies. Healing. That looks like the snake. How it's twined together on the staff. This king, whether you're male, masculine, or feminine, you know about the divine feminine. You transform. And I feel called to talk about this. When I was a child, we were releasing butterflies because we grew them in elementary school. It was a very beautiful experience from what I recall. Being able to have the bugs and work with them. And when it came time to let them go, we all stood in a circle. And I got a download. Loud as hell. Loud. But it was calm, and it was very feminine. It was very soft. It was stern and loud, but it was soft. Stand still, and they'll all come to you. Everybody else was getting all hyped, jumping around and shit. And the second they let the butterflies go, they all flew and fell. They came all over to me. Maybe you've had an experience like that where Mother Nature has picked you out. You have been picked out. You have been left out because you've been picked out. This was not to humiliate you. That's a humiliation on them, that you are being singled out. You are that intelligent. You can listen to the feminine. You know when to stop. You don't overindulge. You are disciplined. You're poised. And you've always had that inside of you, that inner knowing and the inner compass. The moon is like it's not exactly a compass, but it symbolizes the passing of time. You've always been very tapped in with time. The divine flow, the ebb and the flow of the water. The moon controls the water. You've always been connected with your inner water, your inner truth. What is above that? It might not be above it here, but we will. Anyways, I'm just bringing that up to say, maybe you're being told to stand still right now, while everybody else is getting crazy and panicking about everything that's going on outside. Get in nature, connect and relax. Everybody's looking online, seeing all these bright lights, these flickering lights. There's a technique that I'm feeling called to talk about as well. The ladder technique by Neville Goddard, I'm pretty sure. if you visualize yourself climbing up a ladder, you will start to see ladders all around you. You got to be first person climbing up a ladder. When I do that, I imagine myself going up Jacob's ladder, your chakras, your spine, going up to the higher heavenly realms. It's good stuff. I don't particularly notice ladders. I mean, and I'm in the city, but you'll start to notice them, you know, more. Like, you know, what you focus on is what you become, you know, what you attract. So, I feel like that's about it with that card. So that was the King of Swords. That was after, so 4 Pentacles, and then, okay. I'm pretty sure this came out to clarify the 8 of Cups. The infinite leaving things behind. This is like him. He's chilling. He's relaxing. He looks stressed to me. Like he's very guarded, very closed off body language. But he's breathing, he's calm. Ugh. He also looks wounded. In his head. I mean, for me, like with the chemical stuff living in the city, I definitely do feel brain damage for me. I don't know if Collective needs some connecting, like empathy, like I don't know if there's other people who feel how I feel, are very sensitive to these types of things. But yeah, I personally, for me, I walk around and I hold my breath. So breathing, like that exercise that I showed you, that Lightworks does over on her channel. That's what I've been doing whenever I get the chance to do that. Because breathing's how you regulate. Heal yourself. You heal your injuries. What is this? This is nine of Wands. So this is a bit slower energy. I'm feeling it. It's well, yeah, the clubs, the wands, they're the slowest energy. Swords are the fastest. Actually, no, the slowest energy is Pentacles. So this is right after Pentacles. And after this, it goes Cups and then Swords. Swords is the fastest energy in the deck. I'm giving you this knowledge, so if you rewatch this, you can read it yourself if you want, or, you know, interpret it in your own way. A lot of orange, a lot of emotional guardedness. I feel the Collective is very emotionally guarded. We've all been wrong so much, but I am willing to trust again, and I am trusting that people... Right, it's not that I don't trust people. I trust people. I trust people to show me exactly who they are. People will show you exactly who they are. What you need to trust is yourself. You need to be able to trust yourself in your discernment, and the judgment. If I shuffle the deck, I feel like the judgment card is going to come out. I've seen it. The Collective. All of the judgment we've received. We're very scared to express ourselves. Creativity. Be fiery, be passionate, move around, be weird, you know? Move freely. Movement is the freest your soul is. This is the most expressive, with the blue, with the throat chakra, most expressive you could be. People are scared to move, look a certain way. Man, who cares? You're gonna die someday. And are you gonna die rigid as hell? I don't know. I know a lot of my collective. If you're seeing this, you're aligned. You got a lot of crazy parents. Which, when I say crazy, I mean that with love. Like, they are... I don't want to say victims of circumstance, because a lot of people make their own bed and they lie in it, okay? They will lie in it. They're crazy because it's the system, you know? We're all in the same system and it makes us all crazy, but there is a choice that people can make. And I feel like there always has been a choice. So I feel like that's relevant as well. Spirit's guiding me in a different direction. It's guiding me. Specifically, it's, for me at least, the people around me, they've made their choices. And I'm very forgiving. This could also symbolize forgiving, because he does seem very relaxed, and it's 9, it's endings. But... and this could symbolize people around you as well. He looks like he's this guy. Stripped down. And these are all people around him, and this is like his staff. There was a lot of tangents that just opened up. If it's meant to come back, it'll come back. Anyways, so... yeah. I guess just forgiving the people who are who they are, who they choose to be. I'm not really... I don't know. Alright, collective, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about rigidity. For me personally, like, learning from the people around me, like, you see how... thank you, Spirit. You see how these people around you, they choose to sit around when they're off of their work. And that's why I empathize a lot, because I get being drained and what it is to be in that situation. But it's like, you cannot allow yourself to be like that, collective. Like, no. Use the people around you. These people who surround you, use creatively. Play your cards creatively. Play your cards creatively. You know, I get very inspired by them, by seeing how much pain they are in. That inspires me to choose, like, no, I'm gonna be fucking weird. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna be expressive with my hands. I'm gonna move, be sensual. And feel myself, and allow myself to express myself without holding on so tightly to judgment. I also think of speed, like with the cards, like the speed of things. How fast these things can kill you. You know? Like the fear of judgment. This feels like fear of judgment. That beats you to death very slowly. It is quick. You get a lot of pain quick, especially if you get hit in your head or something and you get up in your head. That fear of judgment, it does hurt you. And I mean, it is subjective how fast these things all could kill you, but that's a bit of a more morbid way to look at it. But it helps me remember, you know, like, what's the slowest and what's the fastest. But anyways, so yeah, and I feel a lot of the collective, they've been judged since a young age. Like, their parents were their first bully. And not everybody, like I said before, in the world is gonna... they aren't the only people in the entire world. Not everybody's like that. Like, yeah, people are gonna judge you, but it's like, are they the jury? Are they prosecuting you like how your family has, you know? Where your family's like, okay, it's one thing if it's inside, you know, like an inside voice, an inside judgment. People keep shit to themselves. It's a whole other thing if it's like, you know, people you've been around your whole life, training you basically like a dog to just not express yourself authentically because you're scared of getting beat, bit, or whipped. Like, it's time for that to stop, Collective. So, this came out. 3, 4, 5. 5 of cups. And then there's 4 of cups. To me, when I first saw this was, I was reading about moving away, moving to a farm, or just a small rural community where we can all just chill, okay? Where we all collectively pilgrimage. And I didn't even consider the 3 cups down. Because I immediately saw we had 2 cups. It was me and the collective. It was us and the collective, okay? And then there's a city in the distance, a city of opportunities. Like, you're so close. You are so close, you don't even know. That's what I keep feeling, is I feel like I have it written on my wall. The moment before a miracle is when the demons will do the worst. And all the demons are, if you know the movie Jacob's Ladder, there's a saying where it goes, the demons are just ripping away all of your attachments when you're in hell. Everything they do. This doesn't mean that you survived and got to where you are because of the demons, these narcissistic folks in your life. But you got here despite these demons. And Spirit used them as a pawn the entire way. You used them as a pawn the entire way. You are Spirit. You are Source. You are a God. You are Satan. Satan is the ego, the material. You're your own alien, your own hero, your own savior. My collective knows this, but we gotta get this instilled, collective. Because this old patriarchal God way of sitting passively and waiting for a God to help you, it's not the way. It's not the way. It's not the way. You can't pray this away. This is something you need to move away from. It's rainy outside. It's gray. This is probably us right now, collective. Knowing what we must do, but we've moved. We've moved away from these people in our lives. There could be 3 people in your life. 3 different ongoing situations. And these cups that we saw earlier, you could be sad about moving on. Like a part of you is sad about the narcissistic relationships is what I'm getting. But also these things that you built that you have to leave behind. Attachments. You can't take everything with you. You're going to be taking 1% with you. You must choose wisely. There's red and there's green in there. Like, that's reminding me of Christmas. Christmas is coming up if you're watching this in December. Red and green. Your root chakra and your heart. Old things you've built. Root systems. Old connections. And I'm pretty sure this came out upright. But it's okay. Because again, the 2 cups are there. It's the collective. Us and the collective. And then there's this afterwards. Four cups. And this was immediately what I was focusing on. Is the air, the quickness, the hand. It's coming through it. It's spirit. It's source. This is us in relaxation, meditation, and contemplation. We will be given back everything more. Are you ready? Because this was hidden. We will be given more. You will be given more when you sacrifice and you walk away. Spirit will help you rebuild. You now have a table. You now have a chair to sit in. See, he's out here in the wilderness, in nature, with Gaia. He is there. But Spirit will build you a nice and warm environment. Lots of cups for everybody to drink from. Nobody will go thirsty. Nobody will go hungry. What's going on right now? It is unacceptable. The food people are begging for, they can barely afford, is poisoned. Not this. This is good. This is good for your gut. The yellow, your gut. This is good for you. This will not hurt you. But you must walk away, and Spirit will then give it to you. Where we will walk, that is yet to be revealed. But you must just start walking. If you start spiritually, the rest will follow. It's okay if you do not know where you're going. As long as you have that inner knowing yourself, that you will be okay, that's all that matters. You're still connected to your heart. Your heart has not been completely shattered. You're still breathing. This is very green as well. He's healing his heart space. Healing after all that emotional damage we just saw in the 5 of Cups, okay? And in the 5 means change. Change is very hard. It is very, 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 very hard, and I will be the first one to tell you that. I know if you're here, you know. You've done some work yourself. And you notice how he looks poor. Not poor, but he doesn't look as well dressed as he does here. He looks very noble. These are chalices. Like, these are long. I'm just looking at these cups. They're long. Like, this is like champagne glass energy. You see these? These are like real stubby. These are like cones. Like a Taurus field. Like your heart. This is like a pyramid. More like, I don't even know. I guess mental energy is what I just heard. Mental energy. And yeah, this is a card for depression as well. The 5 of Cups. So, collective, ending message. If there's any more to pull out, I will. But ending message. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We have come so far, collective. We've been through so much. There's been things that we have not spoken about, that have not left our lips. There are things that have happened in the darkness that will now come to light. All of the light. Going through the sun. Going through the true sun. The true bifurcation. The true sun. Your heart. The 5D. We are going through the true sun. And not everybody's going to make it with us. Not everybody's going to want to make it with us, okay? Not everybody wants to leave their negative predicaments, their karmic cycles. The city. The city is a perfect example of that. The hood will trap you. It will distract you. Meek Mill said that shit. Okay? So, when these people come around, just know what their intentions are. Because this is very relevant for me. These people do a push-pull. push-pull. Come here, get away. Come here, get away. I love you, I hate you. I love you, I hate you. And it gets you confused. It gets you distracted. Okay? Okay here? There's nothing to be distracted about. I'm putting that shit back. None of that shit's gonna work. Okay? Actually. Because I took this as, you know, as like them. Them being smug. But this is us. This is us, collective. This is us. It do be us. It do be us. It do be us. So, none of this is gonna work. People are getting revealed. First of all, mentally, judgment. I'm pretty sure I had a dream where I judged my own birth giver. We'll just call her that because that's all we're gonna leave that at. You don't owe your family shit. You can disown them, call them whatever the fuck you want. Okay. And I had a dream that I had swords coming out of my eyes, like flaming swords like angels have in the Bible and shit. I don't think they were on fire though. But they were very hot. Like I felt my gaze was hot. And it was stabbing right into her. That's the power that you have, collective. And that's the power that people want to take away from you, control, and abuse because they can't control their own environment. They know you're fucking powerful. I got this download a while ago. I'm pretty sure it's a mule. It's like a horse and a donkey. They're both together. Their genetics. They make the mule genetically superior in every way to their parents. So even the people closest to you, they will try and stop you. They will try and stop you because they're insecure. Instead of doing the proper thing and coming along with you, they just want it quick, fast, and easy with the sword energy. You're not gonna make shortcuts, okay? Saturn energy. You need. There's some things you need to do the work for to get results, and if you don't do the work, you're not getting results, and it's that simple. So some people just aren't coming with us. Those two people, they were walking away. So, and you see that? That's the only time in this entire spread there's been other actual physical people. I know I was picking up on the wands, you know, that they were people, whatever. But after that, you're alone. Okay? After they walk away, you're alone. They walk away from you because you can repel. That's the energy I'm getting. Attraction and repulsion energy. I am attracting the collective to me. That's meant to see this message. There will not be any flashy titles or edits. Okay? To grab your attention, this is going to be exactly what Spirit wants me to do, is the way I'll put this video out, and we'll get who is energetically aligned. Not just for clicks and shit. It's like when you get a song that you know will change your life, you'll feel it in your stomach when you see it on your YouTube homepage. You're almost like, I don't want to listen to this song. It's different. I want to stay to what I know. But you click on the song, it's really life-changing. Like, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So, basically, not everyone's going to come with us. We're doing new things, collective. We're stepping out of our comfort zones. Spirit says to pull one more. It's the Hangman. Right now we're waiting. That's what it feels like. We're all just waiting, watching and waiting, watching these AI companies build their little false fortresses. Mother Gaia will destroy you, okay? Here's the thing, and the good are going to have to probably suffer with the bad. Like, another Noah's Ark type shit. There's a dog here with me right now named Noah. Okay? You gotta be as light as a feather to be able to hang from your ankle, I feel like this. You know, you gotta be as light as a feather. You gotta know to be in your heart space. And this is what is happening. There's forces that want you to be out of your heart space. They do not want you to be as light as a feather. That is how you leave this matrix. Jesus Christ consciousness has returned. We are Gaia's immune system. Like how they said in Avatar, the blue one with the cat people, it was, I think, the colonel, the buzzcut dude. He's like, all these whatever those dragon things were called that were attacking their airplanes when they were coming in, because their AWA did not like the people coming in. They knew they were bad vibes, so all the animals and shit immediately attacked the plane. And he said that's AWA's immune system response. That is what we are as people. That is what we are. We are walking cells. I am a walking antibody. I am healing. I speak life over people. Okay? I can touch people and I can heal people. People can do that. Energy is real. Okay? If you're watching this, you know this by now. Maybe you don't. If you don't, that's okay. But I feel like since 2020, this is what people have been learning, you know? Some people have not been learning and they have not been doing it, so they're going to stumble and they're going to need help. They're going to need help from people who have been doing the work. Of course, if they're willing, you know, if they're willing to come with us, you know, where we're going. But basically where I'm going with the immune system thing is we're here to support Gaia. Okay, when I say support Gaia, because a lot of people get so upset about, oh, the earth is destroyed, oh, okay, but like, and it's especially the people with money, you need to be choosing to financially choose different options. Even if it does cost more money and you might be a bit uncomfortable, I feel like you need to be like examining your choices, you know, like, okay, say you're using like Tide soap, like shit that's like completely it's fake, it's made in a lab, okay? If you're choosing to use something like that, you're literally choosing to actively be ignorant and choosing to destroy Gaia, because where do you think that goes when you, especially when you use it, okay? When you Spirit said let me get into this just a little bit, because I do get very hyped up about this. When you choose to use toxic chemicals, you're choosing to harm Gaia. You cannot be a child of Gaia and choose to be ignorant. I'm going to say that right now. Like, you will forever be a child of Gaia, but you can't claim to love your mother, but your actions contradict and say otherwise. You use the dryer. Where is that going? Okay, it's going out the window and all over to the earth. Okay, all those particles of bullshit chemicals. If you need an alternative, I'll give you one, because I'm not the type of person to tell you, oh, don't do this, but not give you a solution. I'll give you a solution, but people don't want to do it. We must be willing, collective. There's going to be some things, like I said, we can only leave with 1%. Suicide is a superpower. If you want to die, that is a part of your life that wants to go. If you are suicidal, Andrew Tate said some shit that was real as fuck. This is the only thing I really completely am like, whoa. They got that psyop spitting. Anyways, suicide is a superpower, because if you want to kill yourself so bad, why don't you just swing, like, go on one of those, like, monkey bars or some shit and, like, start swinging his shit off of the fucking side of a cliff. Go on one of those, like, what is that, like a swing? Swing off the fucking side of a cliff. Go tight, learn how to fucking tightrope walk. Do some shit that they used to do back in, like, fucking, like, the 1800s for entertainment type shit. Like, you know, like, so whatever. Yep. I don't know where I was going with that, but, yeah. Yeah, basically just leaving things behind that just don't serve Oh yeah, but like with the soap thing, okay, and the alternative that you can use is Castile soap. They have other soaps made from lard, tallow. It's called tallow soap. That's what it is. Uh, there's a company that I use. It's called Healthy Soul, or something like that. That's a good one. It's unscented. It's just pure soap, pure fat. You can also use eggs to wash your hair instead of chemicals, because I personally, for me, I was losing my mind trying to figure out when I first was leaving the Matrix and saw all the heart-dropping to your asshole chemicals and knowing what they do to your body in those soaps. I was like, I'm fucked. I don't think there's any alternatives, and I'm fucked. No, there are alternatives. It might be a bit expensive, and if you can afford it, this is what I mean. Do what you can, because it will benefit you in the long run. Because if you choose to buy cheap shit, you're gonna save money in the short term, but in the long term, you're gonna be putting all that money back into the system. Healthcare, all those thousands of dollars you save, you're gonna be spending on fucking medicine, okay? Because you chose to live cheaply, and you chose to live a poor quality life. And that's not to say that or humiliate people who can't afford that stuff either. This is not what that is. I'm not trying to be like, I'm rich and you're broke. Mm-hmm. Girl. It's just, if you help yourself with doing that, by being a genuine child of Gaia, you can instill this into other people. So then nobody has to drink tainted water anymore. Okay, these companies exist because there's a demand and people are stuck. People need help, okay? They need help, and first, it starts with knowledge. Other people just knowing, hey, what you're doing is actually bad, despite what you've been taught and instilled by commercials, or just are told as common knowledge. It's time to stop depending on these institutions that keep you in a scarcity lack mindset, that keep you scared, sick, and unable to see clearly. The collective, you're depressed, you know. And I'm not getting up on here to be on a soapbox to tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm simply just giving the people who are willing to change the collective. I'm assuming if you're here, you're willing to do whatever it takes to transcend this place and have a fucking good time. Woo 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 vibe. You know, just be free. Anyways. But it's hard. You need to start with the physical things. Physically, what can you change in your environment, you know? What can you let go of? What can you sacrifice for greater? What can you do? Whoa! Look at how that flows. That blue, the dark blue. Whoa! That's beautiful. This is some beautiful energy, collective. It's very hard. It's very hard. But I'm here, your big sister. I'm your big sis. I'm here. I'm bestie. I'm your bestie, okay? Bestie vibes only. I'm here to help instill you with that confidence that we will make it. We will make it. That deep, safe knowing. Ooh. I just requested if there's anything else, and they said yes. Collective. We are physically fucking strong. We are unshakable. Is that a yellow? Is that a yellow throne? No. But he's got a yellow cape on, okay? Ooh, I just felt so strong and, like, violently loving, you know? Ooh. So it'll only get better for us, Collective. You gotta trust Spirit. You gotta trust what she's saying. You gotta trust what is coming through. Okay. I'm speaking. I'm a living truth. Okay. I am a living experience. I have a whole thing I can show you. It's called Castile soap. I use a brand called Al Limona. It's on Amazon. Do what you can. Do what you can afford, even if it's Amazon. Okay? Especially if you're living in the ghetto. Ooh, bitch. Do what you need to do, babe. And let me just go on a... Spirit, should I go on a tangent? Just a little bit. Okay. A lot of these suburbanite people, they sit here and they're like, boycott this, boycott that. When you're living in slums and you're poor, and that's all that surrounds you is poor shit, you're gonna have to do certain things to get what you need. So do what you fucking need to do to be okay. Don't let these people who have not lived in your shoes for a fucking second tell you what you need to do. But this is the thing. Limit these corporations and things that you're supporting, like Tide or candy and shit that's fucking poison. Okay? And do what you can. Like, eat good. Get your body ready. Start getting ready to leave. Start getting fucking ready to leave. Don't be just passively sitting around. Because do you think if these systems fall down, you're going to still get your Smarties and your Tasty Cakes? No, bitch. You're not getting no Starbucks and you're not getting nothing. Okay, so you need to get your body able to be healthy. Able to adjust. Able to exist in this biome. They're trying to get you to be allergic to fucking going and touching some grass. Okay, people who are allergic to grass, that's because they're also spraying shit. Okay, that's not even the grass. So you think you're allergic to grass, but you're fucking not. You're allergic to the shit that they're spraying to fuck up the chemical. The guys, what's that? Her pH, like her shit. Okay, if you're here, Collective, you know what I'm talking about, and I don't need to limit myself or make myself small. And if I'm too much for you, go find less. Because I'm a reader that's going to talk about what I want to talk about and what I know. If you don't understand it, then it's not for you. And if you don't understand it and you're willing to learn, stick around because I can teach you some things. And I'm willing to. I would love to. But I do not tolerate that ignorance shit. A lot of people, it's a joke, but the lion does not concern themselves with the sheep and the opinions of the sheep. It's corny, but it's funny and true. It's funny because it's true, okay? People who aren't willing to be open. Do not ever allow somebody who is not willing to be different than the rest, okay? Like, you aren't willing to know who you are, so why are you even having an opinion on my life? Oh, I'm going off right now. Anyways, we're not worried about these people, but that was for somebody. Somebody needed to hear that. Maybe it was just me. Anyways, so if you made it to the end with me, you're part of the collective. We're going to experience this. And this king is very feminine too. He looks very femme. Maybe you're very like fluid with like your expression, your gender. You're very fluid with your aspects of yourself. You're very masculine and feminine. And you don't restrain either one or try and, ooh, I need to wear this type of article of clothing because that's what society says is feminine. You know? He's also in a dress. Like, not a dress, but like in a gown. This could be breaking the norm, like breaking the mold. Being different. I believe in the collective. There is a, like, you see the rift that goes on between left and right wings of the bird. Same bird. Both have the truth and the accuracy. They're just both distorted. Gender is connecting yourself to source. You're connecting with your inner masculine and feminine. It's natural. But you don't need to be going and changing yourself. Okay, I'm not trying to come up on here and preach. Just a little bit, I'm told. There's no reason to go and change yourself, though. Okay, this is where people are getting confused, like I said, with the... It's serious. Like, with the tap water. It really does. It does make the frogs gay, okay? Nah, it probably doesn't make them gay, but, it stimulates that more. I mean, I was born knowing I was gay. That's me. But I feel like there's a lot of people that are getting chemically influenced to do things, and then there's fed things through the system, beliefs by other people, and they're never by themselves. The entire thing of this message is being by yourself. So they will never know. They see... I feel it's upon my spirit to talk about this. People are so genuinely deluded. They think that cutting flesh from their thighs, if I even put a picture here, I wouldn't even be allowed to show it, is how gruesome it is what they do to your body. They cut off your skin, and you're bleeding and shit. Like, you're scarred for life. Like, you got nerve damage. Okay? Like, you have a fucking... You look like you got, like a... I don't even know what to call that. Like, it looks like... It just doesn't look right. And if you don't have eyes to see, that's very unfortunate, but don't come on this page harassing people who think differently than you. You're allowed to come here and spew whatever nonsense you want. But you're not going to harass people who can see it for what it is. I'm going on to this because with the King of Cups, with this fluidity in it, this expression, this is something I've been thinking about. Because I myself, I really don't care what you call me, because I embrace the masculine and feminine aspects of myself. I feel like I'm very androgynous normally when I dress. And I can make my voice very deep if I really would like to. But yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about, is how people will genuinely sit here and think that it's the cure to their gender dysphoria is to go and mutilate themselves. Urethral stretching to give you phalloplasty so you can just stand up and pee so you feel validated. Like, no, that's called delusion, and that's called manipulation. Okay, people are getting manipulated to believe that that's what they need to do to feel okay. You do not need to do that to feel secure in your gender. I don't know who's watching this and needs to hear this. You don't need to permanently alter yourself. Do an unnecessary surgery for aesthetics. Like, I honestly can almost say with 100% certainty that people who do these things are not still going to be happy afterwards. I mean, maybe you might think you feel better, but it's like, I don't know. You just sense a deep sense of unhappiness in these people that they just don't accept themselves, but they're under the illusion that they're accepting themselves. Like, no, you are in the perverted energy. You are not aligned with Source. Source made you what you are for a reason. You're eating all these, like, nonsensical things. You're consuming all these things that comfort you. They're familiar with, it's what you know. Eating shit with red 40, that causes hyperactivity and all that. So, like, what else do you think that they can do? Okay, so everybody now talks about red 40, but people still deny that they can genetically and manipulate these things in you. Like, they chemically are manipulating people to be in a bifurcation. Everybody should be living fine. But some people are not able to connect with their soul and the truth. And then since they can't do that, they're a prisoner. They're a prisoner of their own hand, and then they are in turn a prison guard. Neville Goddard, The Thought Police, 1984. Was that, I think that's the number? I'm not sure what the book's exactly called, but it's something like that. Okay? So on this channel, we believe in free speech, We believe in freedom of expression, peace, love, unity, and respect. And if you disagree with me, fuck you, I love you. I say it with love. Fuck you, I love you. You have the right to disagree with me. We have the right to have different opinions and coexist. But this is the real plur shit that I'm talking about when I post on Instagram. People online, they talk about peace, love, unity, and respect, but they don't. These people are so narcissistic that if you don't fit their ideal version of what they believe is worthy of peace, love, unity, and respect, they will not give it to you. That is, you're fake, bitch. You're fake. In this new place that we're going to, the King of Cups, he's emotionally mature. The Empress, she's every queen in the deck. She's mature. Okay? So if there's people coming up on here hating, you can just say for a fact that they are not a part of the collective. They are not a part of the people that this message is for. Okay? And there's probably going to be people, detractors on this video. There's this dude, New Life Tools on YouTube, who said it before. Before it even was videos of this shit happening, there's people who remote view these warehouses and all over the world. People in India, people in America, all over. People of every race, color, gender, whatever. Whatever. Social status, financial status. They will sit and hate on like a wall of phones and be bots. Like they'll go and they're paid to detract people and make other people want to fight with each other. If you disagree with me, okay, but there's no reason to be fucking tearing the shit apart because people disagree. But that's the thing. Like, it's just going to happen. I don't believe everybody can coexist because some people get so diluted with these chemicals. They get so controlled. We'll be talking about that as well on this channel. They get so controlled by the technology that they have. What we're using right now is technology that is energy based. How do you send a message, an email? It goes through the energy. You don't fucking see that shit leave your phone and it goes to where it needs to go. No, it goes through energy. Your body runs on energy. This light that you're staring at, this screen, is energy. And it's proven, it's scientifically proven. I'm not sure where. I have to go and get the things. But the blue light will change the way your DNA forms, the way your body forms. So some people are physically not able to activate their light codes, connect with where we're all going, because they don't want to. They do not want to. They do not want to be a part of what we're creating. They think it's woo-woo. They think it's Woodstock. They think it's fucking smoking weed and being a dope head. They don't know shit. So they want to come up in here and act all fucking, oh, we look cool. They're focused on looks. Meanwhile, the collective with my family, we are focused on what feels good. The end has a start. What the fuck I said at the beginning. I was getting downloads. Basically, some people are just not going to make it. Survival of the fittest. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. But the place that we're going, the place that we are going to build, the place that we are building and have been building for the past 5 years plus, beyond, especially the 5 years though, all the light work and light codes activating, we will make sure that we build a place where everybody who's with us, that chooses to coexist with us, will be supported. This is basically narcissists and empaths. Yes, both do two to tango, but like when you split with the bifurcation, okay, there's people who are going to want you to change who you are and fit their programmed reality that is a lie. It's a copy. And then there's going to be people who go back to the natural, who can stand in reality without being scared and feeling like we need to change ourselves or stop talking a certain way because we're going to get whipped. Ooh, we're going to get striked. We're going to get shut down. No. Doesn't matter what people wrote on a fucking piece of paper years ago, hundreds of years ago. There's spiritual laws. There's spiritual things that people have, okay? Their rights. My energy's getting pulled in every direction. But yeah, people, there's as above, so below. If there's a system of judgment down here, there's a system of judgment in the spirit. And all of these things are getting rewritten, okay? Our judgment. As above, so below. The microcosm and macrocosm. We are the microcosm, that's the macrocosm, okay? It's time to use your judgment and your discernment. Not everybody's going to come with us. Not everybody wants to. You're either going to be in the natural or you're going to be in a lie. And the people who can't handle the natural, they will be removed. We will naturally segregate ourselves. Segregation is fine. Segregation is okay. Okay? It's, what is prison? You need to keep some people away from society. Some people are not mentally well or fit to be in society, and they'll infect other people with their disaster. So no, not everybody's going to make it. And that's just unfortunate. But you need to keep moving. Okay, you need to keep moving because there's going to be people who are more aligned. What we have removed will be replaced with so much greater. There's nothing to worry about. This mess that we've been going through as a collective, it's clearing up. Is there any closing messages or anything else? Okay. Don't touch them. Alright. We will stand victorious and we will stand tall in our mind, body, and spirit. We will stand tall and we will stand strong. Big Sis Rai, having this platform, it gives me something to live for. It gives me somebody to connect with. It gives me people to help guide. With what I've been through, I can help you and you can help me with what you've been through, and we can help each other. So Big Sis Rai will do her best. I will do my absolute best to not hold on for dear life, but to go with the flow for dear life. To go with the flow like my life depends on it, and to not ever give up so I can continue to wake up and rise up. It's not no funeral. We aren't awake every day. We rise up every day. Big Sis Rai will do her best to come here as much as it's needed to continue to support the collective and to continue to instill you all with the information, the updates energetically, and clarification. Anything that serves the highest and greatest good of all, I will be here. No matter how bad it gets, like Chiron, the wounded healer, no matter how bad it gets, now that I have this platform, I don't even care if it reaches one person and it touches you. As long as, and even if that's myself, as long as I have some place to express this needs to come out, and people to connect with, I have something to live for, and I am fulfilled. I don't need all these material things. Flip it over. Death. Back of the deck. Death. Even the king, the most rich in the world, will bow to death. So these people will bow. Don't think these people are going to go unchecked. Okay? You know who I'm talking about. The people who have everybody falsely imprisoned, lied to. I'm one of Gaia's strongest soldiers, okay? As long as I'm alive, I'm going to keep the spirit of Gaia and naturality alive. But this death, people who aren't emotionally fulfilled because they're focused on doing material things, getting Gucci belts, getting luxury goods, getting whatever, instead of focusing on doing the heart's work, what will help the collective. Even these people they will bow to death. They will die, is what I'm just getting out. But just like you've had to feel fear and kneel to death, you know, and embrace it. Because I feel this. If you're in my collective, you felt that before. You know what I'm talking about. You feel me heart to heart. And that happened. That was the message. Before I started reading, I have a grid of crystals going on behind me. And I used these crystals. And I had it like this. Over my leg. I had it differently. But this is jade and this is rose quartz. And this is heart to heart. Connecting. Heart to heart. So, I'll be here, collective. I love you. We're gonna stay strong. This death energy, it doesn't phase the collective no more. It doesn't. The collective is not afraid of dying and rebirth. Okay, but these people who are so tightly attached, these old systems, they're gonna fall down. This card just fell down. But these people won't be able to go where we're going. Not everybody's going to be able to go where we're going, and that's just simple. You're going to be sitting in rooms that your ancestors have dreamed of being in. And your ancestors dream of you being in them. Your ancestors have not died a million deaths. Okay? From all the shit that they've been through. For you to come here and just give up. Okay? Don't believe what they tell you, that we're just small, insignificant, and that we're just on some rock floating somewhere and nothing matters. We're on a spiritual warfare. We're on a battleground where every choice you make, it matters. Everything you do, it does matter, and it affects the entire scale. The Russian doll, the stacking matryoshka, I'm not sure how you say it, matryoshka. Where all of these realities affect one another, and at the core of it is the little baby one, and that's Earth. So, continue to be in your power. Embrace death. Embrace the fact that we're all dying, and that is in fact a superpower and a gift that we are all dying. And you get to choose when you die. You do. If you're still here, collective, you're here for a reason. Babe, I've had so many near-death experiences where it's just a given that spirit needs me here. Spirit needs me to be here right now, saying what I'm saying, doing what I'm doing. Spirit needs you here, doing what you're doing, saying what you're saying, being yourself. You're here for a reason. You didn't give up for a reason. You survived for a reason. Make sure you continue to connect with what that reason is. It will be revealed to you. Like I said, go into nature if you can. Go into a library if you can't get in nature because it's cold or something. Getting to in the cities, they have art programs. Like, they have things near you, okay, that you can do. It's called labs, like art labs, where you can do art for free if you're in the city. So, there's places that you can go, that you can be out of a house. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but I'm giving you alternatives to just going and blowing your shit out, okay? Because for me, I've been super one-track minded with my coping. Like, I've always been very trapped feeling, like I am held at hostage, and this energy came up with the intuitive lightworks healing, her reading, where it's being held hostage. It's being, and in every level, the spirit is restrained, and we are not at our truest potential as humans yet. We are not. I feel like we are at the 0.1%. We can be so much more. And we will be so much more. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to hurt. You don't just gain without pain. Ooh, that's fire. You don't just gain without pain. And normally I am not this energetic. Recently I've been feeling so drained, but I smoked a little bit of weed, my energy shot up to my crown, and I feel good. And I feel like I have the energy to read. Even though I look like my eyes are falling out of my head. But when it's meant for you to do things, it will happen. Don't force anything. Because normally when I read, when I would read before, it would be very draining. I'm feeling very energetic and very inspired after this. Like, I'm feeling good. So, when it's meant for you to, have the energy for something, you will do it. Resting is very important for the collective as well. Not resisting the arrest. Why did that almost just come out? Not resisting the arrest. It's like your spirit team, the sprites of the earth. Like, I channeled them into these cards before. These guides of the earth. I'm pretty sure they're called sprites. There's a more official term, but it's like they're arresting us. They need us to rest. Be able to hold this energy that is coming in for us. And it's like the Matrix, it knows that, though. It knows that we are resting and we are resisting by our silent protest, by not doing hustle culture. You want to go farm, you want to go plant, you want to go crochet, there is a place in the world for you where you are needed in a community. Everybody that's been gathering their special interests together that they are good at, and not only that they're good at, that they've worked at. It's not what you're good at. You don't just get good with being born, get like good. Okay? What you were born interested in. You don't have to work a 9 to 5. You don't have to sit in a cubicle. You can make a very big impact on a community by knitting clothes for people. There are people who don't have clothes, yet there's like thousands of unused like things sitting in the thrift store. Like, you can make something out of that. People who are resourceful, people who can plant, who can make art and create, people who are astrologers that can ease the soul with the blueprint that you were born with. Everybody has a purpose in this community that we are going to. And there's no shame in what you've been interested in. I feel called to say that. There's no shame in anything that you've been interested in. I feel the collective has been very scarred with their interests and what their powers are. Oh, go get a real job. Oh, go do this. Nobody's supporting you with what you want to do, because that's just what, you know? You know. But in this place that we're going, we're all going to support each other, and we're all going to have a place for us to fit. All the people that never fit in, when we were growing up, like I said, when you're picked out, we're all going to be put together. And we're all going to get along, and we're all going to be perfect, energetic matches, soul tribes. I'm speaking this out. All we got to do, I'm feeling this energy. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. Let the rope hold you and be light as a feather. Don't worry about straining and holding on. This isn't a physical holding on. This is just a relax. Be as light as a feather. Being light as a feather in your heart space. Continuing to not allow people to drag you into old timelines. Mr. Smith energy from the Matrix. Be Neo. Be the one. Be the one. Be Trinity. Be Morpheus. Okay? Trinity. Neo. Morphosis. Morphosis. Morpheus. Metamorphosis. This butterfly energy. Crazy. Here we go. Knight of Swords. This is quick energy now. We're getting quick. Where does this go? And then this. Collective, we're going to be so good. Collective, we're going to be so good. We are going to ride through this fire. All this lava and all this pain. We're going to keep using our value. This is a very long reading, but it's okay. 7:06, 7:07, 7:08, 7:09. All on the clock. I don't know if these numbers mean anything to any of you. For me personally, I connect to the numbers 8, 9, 80. To me, ever since I've been a kid, there's codes when you're here in the Matrix that will manifest you whatever you desire. And if you're in this collective and you made it this far, this code is for you. The code 8980. For me, when I was a kid, I would use it silly. I would just play around and I would want to be a girl Godzilla. I'd be like, I'm a girl Godzilla, like 8980. And I would say that. And I never really knew why. It just felt right. I was like, okay, I like that. And there's other situations that I might talk about, but the 8980 code, I don't know if some of you are fluent or familiar with TikTok, spirituality from around 2020. It was really popular, and it's kind of, I don't really see it as much now, but people would write codes on their arm, money codes. I wrote one, and I got money. I got money spiritually. It might not have worked exactly how I wanted it to, but I know everything's going to be okay. You know? The spirit will work it how it needs to, but there's certain codes that you can use to access the Matrix, just like how speaking is certain codes. Speaking in tongues, only certain people can understand. Okay? And so, using the codes, the numbers are codes. You can manifest literally anything you want. Just like, for me, 8980 is like an amen, or a more so ashe, and so it is, speaking over my life. But when you say amen, amen, aum, that's basically you, whatever you just put out into the universe, that's you being like, alright, I am willing to do what I need to do to make sure that this comes to fruition, and so it will be. Ashe, amen, 8980. It all energetically sounds the same. So let me know down in the comments as well if you have anything that's like that you, ever since you were a kid, you knew about numbers and codes like that. I would see spirits and orbs, like blue and white, not blue and white, blue and red, plasma apocalypse from somebody, Jade Dreamers, on YouTube, who talks about that. But I don't think it was that. I'd have to animate it and show it to y'all what it was. It was like it was a weird thing. It looked like it was like I can't even describe it. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, there's just things like that. You know, codes you can use. I wouldn't really look them up, the meaning. I feel like you should intuitively, you know, do the numerology if you're into stuff like that, but I mean, you know, do what you want, it's your life. I don't care. It's just, these devices can manipulate you, so that's all. But, yeah. So, man, Spirit just keeps delivering. I got the shit upright. We're getting our shit together, collective. And we're going to direct our energy towards this. And everybody's going to be okay. We're going to be in a happy family. We're going to be safe. Our inner children are going to be safe. We're not going to be fucked with by warlocks and witches that know how to energetically stimulate and trigger, systematically MK Ultra their children, using energy to fuck with their nervous system. We're gonna be chill. We're gonna be chill with rainbows and shit. We're gonna be big chillin', clear skies, helping feed the people that need it, giving to those who need it. Because this is our energy, collective. If you're fucking here, come on, come on, come on, come on. I can't make this shit up. I can't make that shit up. Bitch, I'm just sitting here straight up just pulling. That's the deck right there. The world. Ooh, bitch. Cunt. I'm gonna say bitch because I want to. Because bitch is a female dog. And you know what a female dog is? God. God is a woman. God is a divine woman. Okay? Man. I'm gonna pull this one. The world. The world is gonna judge us, okay? Collective. But we got each other. I love you, collective. This has been a very blessing. You can know I'm getting low. But yeah, this has been a blessing to be able to read this energy for everybody, for the most high and greatest good of all. It's gonna be heartbreaking, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna push through. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that and how this looks like to me. It looks like you're going here. They will come to you. This is another thing. Do not seek, because what you seek, it will run from you. You must seek first the kingdom within, and then everything else will be given to you. It will all come to you. It will come to you. The coin to get through here. Spirit must give you the coin to pass through this little arch, this dimension, this new reality. Spirit will direct us all where to go. This is a blessing to be able to read this. Spirit will guide us all and drop where we are all to go. People who are meant to guide will guide. And we will go together. We will be okay, collective. Pits! Oh! Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing this? Okay? Are you seeing this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta calm down. This is the entirety of tarot. It's telling a story. So however you pull it, the entire deck symbolizes the story of life. It's a journey, the hero's journey. I don't know why that came out. That felt the need to come out. And we all started here. This is where we are. Look, cunt. This is where I started. This is where I remember starting. I was a fool with tarot, fool with everything. I didn't know what I was doing. I was about to walk off a damn cliff, but spirit got me. The little dog. Dog is God. And that dog turned into the masculine and the feminine, the higher self, pulling me and you, pulling you confidently forward for us to be together. Whether or not we knew where we were going, we just knew something had to be done, and what we were doing did not serve the highest and the greatest good. And whatever we were told to do, whatever we were told to let go of, whatever we were told to move on from, we did it, and we will do it again. Because we are kings and we are queens. Whatever else you want to identify as, I don't give a shit. Court jester. Hell yeah. Court fucking jester. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, this is a lot. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. There will be fighting, but it is an illusion. Okay? There will be distractions, but this is an illusion. You must not get distracted and blindsided. The breathing techniques. Inhale the positive life force. Exhale all the stress. Because there's going to be people, collective, who do not like where you're going, because that shines a light on where they're staying, okay? Simple. There's going to be people who will try and cling on to you. And they might have to be physically removed. Okay? Like, this is like your spirit team. Okay? This is like a, you know, like a story. Like, this is you over here, mentally torn. But this is like, you got protection. You got protection, bro. You're protected. So just focus. You're so close to just cutting yourself free from this mental illusion. You are free, okay? Shed everything you are not. Everything that you have always been is truly deep inside you. You just must cut it away. It's so simple. She is like... she's loosely bound. I don't know if her hands are tied, but she could slip her hands over the top of these swords and just cut herself free. Just let it go. Whatever stress you have, your spirit team in nature, the sprites that work in your oven, the earth sprites that and the fire, the simple things, the clean water sprites that come and help bless your water with information and knowledge. Thank them for everything that you don't see. This is important, to be thankful for what you don't see as well. Because if you're here right now, you are protected. You are protected because it's been a doozy. It's been a doozy. Okay? Just keep moving. Just keep moving forward with this fire, with this passion, like a phoenix. And then I'll pull this one, and I feel like this is the end where I should pull. We will celebrate and we will be victorious. There is lots of opposition. Lots of people want everyone to be at odds with each other, but we must be emotionally wise about the decisions that we are making moving forward. Moving forward, you are a high vibrational, high value being. If I'm speaking it, I don't just speak nonsense. If anything comes out my fucking mouth, it means that it's accurate. I don't speak bullshit, okay? You are strong. You are high value. You have a purpose. Okay? So if you don't believe in that, you better start believing it. Because I can't tell you shit. You need to be able to know that within yourself and have that sense within yourself. No matter what people have piled over you, what debris, I am reaching a hand out to you. And I would like to let this opportunity for you and everyone to know we are all strong, we are all high value. We only have one chance in life. We only have one opportunity. Lose your ego, yourself in the moment. Because that's how you gain it. You gotta let go to gain. Now, like I said, I can't instill anything into you, but take the opportunity. Everything you've just seen here, there is something coming, and it's big. It's bigger than we could all realize. But we gotta take a chance. We gotta take a chance, gotta take a gamble.
The star symbolizes wish fulfillment.
I'm feeling called to talk about how people that do ceremonial dances and things like that, they don't just dance, like, they dance with intention. They don't just dance, like do rain dances and just do these things just because. They fervently believe that what their action is doing is going to change the world. It's going to cause a change. It's going to cause something to happen. And that in itself is a self-fulfilling prophecy. That is where we manifest. That is how we manifest. Okay? I am feeling guided to end it here. One more is the Hermit. Time for us to go in. So, doing things intentionally. Doing things intentionally. Taking a chance. Okay? The cards, they don't lie. Okay, they do not lie. This is the same deck that I used. It called one of my old friends that I was friends with a hoe. Like, they just, I don't know what card it was, but it was talking about she was promiscuous, and she was talking about selling her nudes and shit. I mean, do what you want with your life, but the cards don't lie, okay? I mean, y'all just saw what the fuck just happened, okay? So, that was the biggest reading I have ever done. I did not expect it to go that far. 24:41 on the clock. And it was 24:40 as well. So yeah, that was one of the biggest readings I've ever done. Let's see, where does it stop? Ooh, I didn't even mean to pull that. There's this, and high priestess. I love this so much. How would you like it? How would you like it, Spirit? I got no words for that, but Spirit said to bring it out, so that's relevant. Dang, that was a lot. That was like half the deck right there. And look at that perfect bifurcation. Okay? And I'm about to get in my, oh my god. And I have these selenite. Oh wait, satin spar. This was one. Okay, so Spirit's been telling me about a bifurcation for a while. These were a lot bigger before. What the hell? This was like a fat giant thing. So things are getting sized down. Okay, I feel like that's accurate. This is how it was before. So Spirit, I had no idea why. I knew this meant something, but I didn't know what. But now we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out, Collective. Oh yeah, we're getting it together. Yeah. So I'm very thankful for you to come and spend time with me. This has been a lovely time. It's been a very long time. So I appreciate you for using your energy wisely. For coming over here to Ray's Eyes Corner, to Anthrax Ira's reading. And yeah, for using your precious time on this earth. I almost went Australian and British. But yeah, thank you for using your time wisely. You know, come in and connect with me. Anyways, so yeah, that's about it, Collective. Is there any ending messages? Anything else? Nope. I heard nope. We did enough. You're doing enough. We're awesome. We're gonna stay awesome. I love you. 8980, 8980, 8980.